How would you feel if you had the chance to have your sheet music available in the largest searchable catalog of music online? How cool would it be to have your songs or your arrangements published literally right next to those of your heroes? And what if all you needed to do was write the music and then enjoy getting paid, not deal with contracts or legal issues, distribution, print rights, all that stuff that'll give you a massive headache? Well, let me introduce you to Musicnotes Marketplace, a new self-publishing platform brought to you by the folks over at musicnotes.com. In this video, we're going to learn a bit about what Musicnotes Marketplace is. We're going to take a quick step-by-step through the publishing process, and we're going to talk about just why this is game-changing and so important for musicians, teachers, students, really creatives everywhere. I'm Charles Szczepanek. I'm a signature artist at musicnotes.com, and I'm a professional pianist, composer, arranger, and teacher, and I'm your guide through Musicnotes Marketplace today. All right, so what is Musicnotes Marketplace? Most simply, it's a self-publishing platform that'll allow anyone to sign up for an account, upload PDFs of your sheet music, have them added to the ever-growing 400,000 plus searchable items on the Musicnotes website, all while the folks at Musicnotes do all of the background work needed to not only make this happen, but to do it all completely legally. So that's Musicnotes Marketplace in a nutshell, but who is it for? Well, maybe you're a teacher that writes short arrangements or abridgments of pieces for some of your students to play. If that's you, you can upload your PDF, you can send your students an official link to your product, and then they can buy it. It's that simple. Maybe you're a student and one of your assignments was to write an original piece of music, or maybe write an arrangement of your favorite song from your favorite movie. Once again, you can simply upload a PDF and then share an official published piece of music with all of your friends. Maybe you play and perform professionally, but you've never signed any publishing deals. This is the perfect opportunity to get your music out there and in front of your followers. Or maybe you dabble in music on the side just for fun, but you've never thought about sharing your music with more people. Well, this is your perfect opportunity to write it, get it published, and share away. In all of these cases, Musicnotes does all of that hard web work and legal work, and you simply upload and enjoy getting paid every time you sell a copy. Now, as I was getting ready to make this video, I got a few sentences from the team at Musicnotes about the marketplace. In fact, I found them right on their website as well. And I just have to share this. At Musicnotes, we're passionate about music, performing it, composing it, enjoying it, and yes, making a living at it, which is why we're dedicated to making Musicnotes Marketplace the fastest, easiest path to self-publishing your music and earning an income while you do it. Because the way we see it, a world overflowing with great music is the best kind of world we can imagine. That's one of the things that I love the most about everything that Musicnotes does. They are about breaking down the barriers that have made careers in music difficult in the past, and they're about building up everyone who is involved in music and doing it the right way, the way that keeps music valuable to everyone, from the earliest beginner student to the lifelong professional musician. All right, let's dive into just how easy it is for you to publish on Musicnotes Marketplace. All right, here we are at the musicnotes.com main homepage. Just if you type in musicnotes.com, this is where we get to. And you know, if you're familiar with the site already, we get these lists of top songs, new songs, recommended songs right in the middle of the screen. If you look just to the right of that, as of the recording of this video, we have Musicnotes Marketplace in this kind of teal color. Self-publish your sheet music with Musicnotes Marketplace. Let's click Learn More. And we come to like this new kind of homepage. We have this bar at the top of the screen. This will always take us right back to the Marketplace homepage. So that's cool. There's a lot of other information. Actually, this little bit is what I read for you earlier in the video. And then there's just more and more info. Take your time, read through it. It's cool stuff. But let's just jump right into the Sign Up Now button. So now we get to the normal sign-in screen. If you already have an account, you're used to seeing this. So if you're completely new to Musicnotes, go over here to quick registration and just sign up for an account. It's the same as signing up for any account on any website. You just put in your name and email address and a password, not the password for your email account. Don't do that. I already have an account with them, so I'm going to come over here and I'm just going to type in my info. All right, so once you have an account, or if you're logging in with a Musicnotes account that you already have, but it's not a Marketplace account, we get to this new screen, Become a Marketplace Creator. Now we have two options. We can have a free membership, and with the free membership, you can upload and sell up to 10 arrangements right now, and that's completely free for you. Or right now, there's a lifetime membership option that's discounted by 50%, which is huge. So $100 for your entire life to create and sell as many arrangements as you want. We're going to come back and talk a little bit more about that as we go through the video. But for right now, let's just click free membership. The terms and conditions. Okay, here we are. I've actually read through all of these before. They're long, like most terms and conditions. I'm going to take you through what that stuff means at the end of the video. But for right now, I'm just going to click accept. If you want to click send me the latest news about Musicnotes Marketplace, check that box and you'll get emails. I already have that set up on another email account, so I'm not going to check that. So here we go, accept. Now, creator profile. You can type in any creator name that you want. Maybe I want, I don't know, Charles the Arranger. I don't know. Pick whatever you want. It could just be your name. It could be something fun. It could be the name of your teaching studio. It could be the name of your band. Any of that stuff. Charles the Arranger. Let's just go with that. Sure. Okay. Save. Okay. So it doesn't take you to a new page, but we get this little box at the top, creator profile updated. All right. I'm just going to go from the creator profile and I'm going to come over here and I'm just going to click my arrangements. Again, this is just in the top menu bar for the marketplace, this kind of teal color. It says you've submitted 0 of the 10 arrangements for your current membership tier, the free one. You can always upgrade here anytime. This status bar will populate and show your progress as you upload arrangements. So let's just click add arrangement. Now, you need to pick the type of work that you'd like to upload and sell. And there are 3 options here, original, public domain, and copyrighted. The most complex one is going to be copyrighted, so we're going to do that one first. And I say most complex, but it's incredibly simple, all right? I know that I wrote an arrangement of Surface Pressure from Encanto, so that's a copyrighted song. So I can type in Surface Pressure. This is just a search to make sure that Musicnotes already has the licensing to release this song for you. All right, it's just simple. There's probably nothing that you're going to search for that they don't have a license for. So Surface Pressure. First result is exactly what I'm looking for. Surface Pressure from Encanto. I can click Arrange. And you can see just how we're getting a lot of other related titles here. So if you mistyped or something, or you're looking for something slightly different, it's probably here. There's a very long list. But this top one is exactly what I want. We're going to click Arrange. Bam, we're at the upload PDF page. And all I need to do is drag my final PDF into this box. So I've got it over here. Drag it in. Click Arrangement Details. Okay. and here we are. So here's the title of the piece, price, scoring category. So we can go through and you can select the best fit for whatever this is. So mine is for a solo instrument. I think this is the best one for a solo piano piece. So scoring, it's an instrumental solo. It doesn't have piano accompaniment. It's just a piano solo. Okay, published key. It's published in E minor. Here we go. If you have a YouTube video, we can copy and paste that here. If you've got any other notes, like if you write notes from the arranger, notes from the composer, stuff like that, limit 300 characters, so keep it short. But that's a really cool way to tell people a little bit more about your music and have some personal connection there. I've selected everything. It looks like we're ready to just click Submit Arrangement. Ready to submit. It'll begin processing. Arrangements cannot be edited while in processing status. Submit. Bam. That's literally it. Okay, I don't know exactly how long that took. A minute, 2 minutes, especially if you know that information ahead of time, like the title you're searching for, the key your piece is in. It's very, very quick. And that's literally it. That is all it takes to go through and publish a piece of music. Now, let's actually go back and I'm just going to take you through, add another arrangement. So we come back to this screen with 3 options: original, public domain, and copyrighted work. We had done copyrighted last time. Original and public domain work very similarly on this website. Original, don't get confused. Original is something that you wrote. It is completely original to you. The composition, the arrangement, all of it is yours. These other 2, and I think Musicnotes has done a really nice job of telling you what these are, because it can be very confusing when you're starting out. If it's a public domain piece, even if it's your own arrangement, it's not your piece of music, right? So you would click public domain, let's say if you were arranging a hymn or if you were rearranging a piece of classical music to be something else, a piece by Beethoven or by Chopin or something, that would be a public domain work, right? The original music is not yours. It was written by somebody else, but it's in the public domain. Copyright is what we just went through. Over 75 years old. They usually fall into the public domain, except in some special cases. So on this website, original public domain, they work the same way. I'm going to click an original work. We come back to this screen that we already know, right? It's upload a PDF of your sheet music. Just drag and drop. So here is an original of mine. Very simple, uploaded. Click arrangement details. Title. That was number 2. Price. You can set this to be anything you want. I always think $10 for a piece of music is a fair amount of money. Scoring category. So this is the same thing. We're going to do instrument, other, scoring, other, published key. This one is in G sharp minor. Here we go. YouTube video ID. Right, I've got this, but I'm not going to go through that. You just copy and paste a URL here. Again, notes from this time, it would be more like notes from the composer. Literally. So the only thing that was different here was that we didn't go through that search bar that said, find the piece of music you're arranging, right? It had 3 million items to search from, and then we had to select the one that we were arranging. We just skipped that. We skipped 2 whole steps, submit arrangement, ready to submit, yes, submit. There it goes. And look, it's, look, in the short time it took us to do that, surface pressure is already for sale. That's awesome. And we can even click this link. Surface Pressure by Charles the Arranger. There's the sheet music. And there it is. And if I had a YouTube video, it would appear right here in the quick details. That was incredibly fast. Just in the few minutes it took us to navigate to upload another arrangement. All right, this brings me to another point that I'd like to make about the actual PDF that you upload. So you're going to want to make sure that you've proofed your final PDF that you upload here. And you can make it in any software that generates PDFs, any software from like Finale and Sibelius that a lot of professionals use to Dorico, which is becoming more and more popular. But even free software like MuseScore, it just needs to be a program that can save to a PDF file or print to a PDF file. And then that file that you create on your computer is going to be exactly what the customer gets. So take your time, make sure it's just the way you want it, and then go through this simple uploading process. We can look back at the screen here and you can see that the page that is visible is exactly what I uploaded. It's my exact PDF. There was no editing, there were no changes made. Now because of that, we can only get a preview of part of the first page. Now, this is really for your protection as the composer, as the arranger. I know sometimes it can be a little frustrating to only get a 1-page preview of something, or like 1 and then a half of another page or something like that. You can't really see what the music is like. It's not like going to the store and being able to page through a book. But since this is all digital, this is really just to make sure that people have to buy the music from you before they can see it. Otherwise, you could come in here and you could just screen grab stuff, and that would not be good for anybody. All right, we're going to go back through the settings cog. So I'm going to come back to the Marketplace homepage and go to settings. So we saw this creator profile. I put my creator name in. We can quickly, if you want to view your Marketplace creator profile, it's right down here under the save button. Let's click that. This quite hasn't populated yet, but here's Charles the Arranger. I write sheet music. My arrangements, as they get published, will be available here in a list, right? Let's go back. Okay, so here we are back at Creator Profile. If we look on the left side of the screen here, we have membership tier. This is what we talked about at the beginning. Right now, it's our free membership, and we get to upload up to 10 arrangements or original pieces for free. Right now, Musicnotes is running this sale, 50% off a lifetime membership. So $100 for you to upload and sell as much as your heart desires. So that's really great. Payment and tax information. Okay, so you would come in here, and this is probably one of the more complicated bits of setting stuff up, but you want to get paid. So you just come in here and type in all of your necessary information, whether it's an individual or a business, your name, your address, etc., etc. You click next, and that takes you to a page where you type in like a bank account number and a routing number so that you can get paid. So let's go back. Sales reports. I'm not going to have any sales yet, of course. But if you click sales reports when you log in to your dashboard, this will show you how many copies of the arrangements you've sold. So it'll give you like the product code, the title of the product, how many downloads there have been, the total revenue made, so the total that the customer paid, and then your projected earnings from that. Pending royalties is a similar thing. So as you sell things, it's going to show you how much is due at payout, and we're going to talk about that in a little bit. And then there's the support tab, which opens up a whole new page. You can find a whole lot of stuff to help you. If this process isn't quite simple enough for you, you can find a lot to help you get through it. I think it's incredibly simple. It's really like a half a dozen or a dozen clicks of the mouse, and that's it. Literally, that's it. All right, so we're almost through for today, but just a couple more notes. Right now, all of the music that you upload through Musicnotes Marketplace, it is available to buy and add to set lists on the Musicnotes tablet app. But right now, those arrangements aren't fully interactive. So for example, there's no playback available right in the app, but the team is looking into enabling that feature very soon. Okay, now lastly, let's take a quick look through those terms and conditions that we skipped over earlier. I'm not going to come back and pull them up on the screen, but just to dive through those really quickly. One, it's a contract, so you make sure you're 18 or that the email address associated with this account, the owner of that email address, is 18 or older. Section 7 actually goes through all of the marketplace stuff. So if you're in the middle or you want to go back to find the terms and conditions, scroll down to Section 7, but I'm going to sum these up for you right now. Most important thing really in the entire section is that you're uploading your own stuff, that you're not trying to upload someone else's work or someone else's arrangement or someone else's song. So don't do that. You retain all of the rights to what you upload. So it's called a non-exclusive agreement. Musicnotes doesn't take any of your rights away. You can always sign another publishing deal. Let's say something sells really well and another publisher, a really well-known publisher, sees that and they want to pick up your work. Well, you're not stuck. It's not exclusive. You can always go and work with another publisher if you want to in the future. Also, just be sure that you're not uploading anything that's offensive or illegal, anything like that. So that's just common sense, I think. Keep a backup of your material, which I think everybody should be doing. So just make sure you keep your PDFs on your computer, on a flash drive, somewhere, just in case the Musicnotes servers go down. That's highly unlikely that's going to happen, but then you still have your stuff, you still have your work. Now we get into payouts. So on a $10 sale of an original piece or a public domain piece, you're going to receive 50% of the final sale price minus a very, very small transaction fee. So what does that mean? On a $10 sale, you're going to get about $5 minus a few cents. So $4, nearly $5 in royalties that you're going to receive. Now, if you sell a copyrighted arrangement, one that needs licensing, one that we had to go through that search bar and search through the 3 million songs earlier, if you sell one of those for $10, you're going to receive $1. You receive 10% of the final sale price, again, minus a little transaction fee. So it'll be very close to $1 a sale. Now, you might not think that sounds like a whole lot of money, but if you've ever thought about selling anything online, you know that there's a lot that goes into making that happen. Obviously, you have to create the product, but then you have to have a website to advertise it. You have to have a web store to sell it. You have to have a domain name. You have to have a webmaster or no coding, or you have to use an expensive web builder that uses templates. And then if your product uses any material that needs to be licensed from someone else or like another company, like usually you see logos on a t-shirt or something like that. In our case, we're talking about music that someone else owns. There's all sorts of contracting and fees to make all that happen. And then at the very end of all of it, you have to set up how to deliver your product to the person that bought it. And automating that in the digital realm is not easy. And you don't want to be sitting at your computer manually emailing all the people that buy your stuff, right? So Musicnotes Marketplace takes care of all of that background work, so you can just simply write your music, upload it easily, share it with the world. I would take that any day for $1 out of a $10 sale. I would take that any day over having to do all of this stuff myself. That's just crazy. And then one more thing, if you have a US bank account and you exceed $50 in royalties from sales, you'll be paid out on a quarterly basis. If you have an international bank account, that amount needs to be $100 in royalties from sales. So that means, for example, if you're writing copyrighted arrangements and you're getting about $1 per sale, you need to sell 50 copies to trigger a payout. If you have a bank account in the US, you need to sell 100 copies-ish to trigger a payout if you have an international bank account. All right, that wraps up this walkthrough the brand new Musicnotes Marketplace. It's never been easier to sell your own music online. It's literally create an account, do a quick search if you're covering someone else's song, upload your PDF, And that's it. I mean, it's easily under 1 minute to be fully published, and that's amazing. So get started. The world wants to hear and play your music. Join Musicnotes Marketplace today and be published in just minutes.